All right, guys. So we are live. We're going to go ahead and get started. This is going to be a very brief call here today. Super excited. Super excited to be sharing this information with you that literally is what I'm going to call life transforming. And so everybody knows what's happening around us economically, but what we want to share is that there's hope. We know that millions of Americans are seeking opportunities to shelter their income, to expand their income so that they can outpace inflation. And so we're going to share a platform today. Debt Cleanse is multifaceted, but it's allowing average everyday people to become extraordinary so that we're not strangers. I want to introduce myself. I'm Michelle W. Kofer, affectionately known as a pivoter. I am a financial influencer, but I'm a former social worker. So like many Americans, I struggled trying to figure out how could I create a path to freedom for my family. And after an 8-month period of being laid off, you guys, I found myself with nothing. Credit had tanked into the 500s. We had surrendered 2 vehicles. We were struggling financially, and our debt load was just overwhelming. And drop a 1 if you've ever been in that place. I know many Americans right now are seeking solutions to resolve their debt. And so we're going to show you today how you can get paid to offer value add and solutions to many Americans. And actually, I want you to stick around because we're going to have some live testimonials as well. So real quick, we want to introduce you guys to Debt Cleanse. This is a stellar company that has a huge mission of helping 1 million families over the next 5 years to resolve their debt, to improve their credit, and ultimately to become homeowners. In fact, we are on a mission to raise home ownership rates in the minority communities at least to 75%. Drop 75 in the chat. Listen, we want to raise home ownership to 75% because we know that economic disparities have existed for centuries, and we are making a commitment to resolve that problem through this platform. And you're going to hear how. We're going to be able to do it because we're on the shoulders of giants. George Newberry, 30-year real estate investor. This gentleman, came to America with nothing. He's not even high school educated, but with just sheer passion and determination to help people, he was able to build an empire. Literally, a few years into his one of his developments, 4,000 unit apartment was damaged as a result of an ice storm, and that landed him $26 million in debt. But he did not file bankruptcy. He created a system whereby leveraging attorneys and leveraging laws, he was able to claw himself back to the top. And now his commitment is to be able to take that message of hope to every American. To help him do that, he partnered with Chet Seeley, who is a serial entrepreneur, 30-year systems guy, creating prolific success for people. And together they have what we call Debt Cleanse. Now, why are we even talking about this today? Because we know the reality is people are struggling. 6 million Americans weren't able to pay their rent or mortgage just as of last December, right? Why is that? Because there's an income shortage. Why is that? Because the cost of everything is increasing. If you want to outpace inflation, you want to stay tuned to this call. 4 million Americans are having their wages garnished. 8 million Americans are using payday loans just to get by. You guys, payday loans have astronomical interest rates. You should not be using those. We're going to teach you how to be able to show folks, including yourself, how to leverage their credit to go out and get the things that they need without worrying about all the additional APR and interest rates. So we're able to help everyday American families with things like foreclosures, credit report inaccuracies, evictions, student loans, auto loans. We have solutions for all of these things that are keeping people up at night. We're showing people that you don't have to worry about not being able to make a minimum payment. 80% of Americans can't even afford to make a minimum payment. And even when you start looking at, even if you watch the news today, you're seeing where they're talking about the changes with raising the debt ceiling is going to impact Medicare. And so we know that people are already struggling, you guys. This is where you have the ability to come on board, lock arms with the person who shared this with you, and go out and be a part of the solution. Somebody put solution. How do we solve problems? Listen, we have law firms that we partner with across the country that are able to help protect our rights as consumers. Oftentimes people don't know that it's unlawful for people to call you any time of day or night, that you could be compensated up to $1,500 per infraction. And people don't know that inaccuracies on your credit report happen to about 83% of Americans, but they are not getting approved for the loan. They're not getting the car. They're not getting the mortgage because of those inaccuracies. We have a team of legal practitioners in place to help. Real Estate Settlements Procedures Act, Telephone Consumer Protection Act, and other state and local protection acts are here to make sure that your rights are not violated. And if they are, you can walk away with damages as a result of that. So let's talk about it. Who on the line is interested in becoming a homeowner? Or if you know somebody, put a 1, somebody that says, I want to be a homeowner. And why is that important? Guys, home ownership is the gateway to building wealth. America was built on real estate. And so if you are still renting and you're not in position to own, how are you going to leave a legacy for your family? Our mission, again, is to raise home ownership rates. So let's just talk about why it's important to elevate your credit in order to do that, right? Because you don't want to be out here paying astronomical interest rates just because you have bad credit. Look at this example. Jane has a 730. John has a 599. We know in today's market, interest rates are no longer 2.75. All right. So right now, with good credit, excuse me, you could be paying 5 to 6%, but over time, that's going to be over $200,000 if you buy a house with bad credit. We don't advocate for you buying at a 580, even though you could, because it's going to cost you more money over time. You're saying, I don't have the money. You do. You just spend it on interest rates. So we're going to show families how to be able to purchase a home so that it's affordable, so that you're able to leverage that home to be able to create an asset for your family. And not only that, maybe you want to buy your first home, but what about those of you that want to be real estate investors? Listen, as the market has changed, as the government is pulling back programs that have helped people prevent foreclosure and evictions, guess what? There's a lot happening. Even when you look at the banks, buying other bank assets, guys, we provide for you what's called Note University. This is a way where you can go out and build wealth the same way the big banks and the Wall Street funds do. George Newberry has brought it home here, whereas many people are selling this information for $5,000, $12,000. He makes it available for only $1,500, teaching you how to buy distressed properties, discounted assets, and things held by these banking institutions, and how to turn them into a profit. And though you could get that course for $1,500, as a member, as a partner, you get that for free. Somebody put free in the chat. You get that for free. So now you have specialized knowledge that you're going to be able to earn for free after just being on the platform for 3 months. So imagine if you were to go out and make a deal. For example, this cabin in Maine was $115,000 property value, turned into a profit of $23,000 in just 6 months. That's 118% return on investment. And so when you learn how to go out there and not have to have a hard hat crew, not have to actually physically touch property, guys, you're putting yourself in the position to win. These are secrets that wealthy people have hidden and they did not want us to know. But listen, today we have a solution where you or people you serve can go out and be a partner with this mission, and it's called a Debt Cleanse membership. You're going to get for $149, hear me right here, less than $3 a day, you're going to get consultations with legal experts, legal plan practitioners, people who know how to read, understand a credit report, and know what to do legally to get you on the right side, right? Debt analysis tools. You get to report your utilities to your credit bureaus. You get to also report your membership here as a positive trade line. That's an authentic trade line helping you to build credit. You got dispute letters being sent out. You're not having to mail letters. You got 3 bureau access to if your FICO scores $1 million of protection in case you're a victim of identity theft. You got a score simulator, score tracker, budgeting tools. Listen, we're going to show you how to manage your money so that you can tell your money what to do, right? Tax tools so that you bring your hard-earned money back home, as well as student loan solutions. Listen, if you're trying to get student loans off your back, drop a 2 in the chat. We have solutions for that, ways to work around that to get you in the best financial footing. We also give you investment tools, right? And wealth management tools. And again, all of this is available for a one-time setup of $149.90. And then it's $89 a month. There is no contract. Listen, we're not obligating anybody to do what's right for their finances. If you see the value in it, obviously you'll stick with it until you get the results. Because I can tell you right now, from a personal standpoint, when I was living with my credit score in the 500s, it was a struggle. I was prepaying for lights, but I'm master's educated. I was out here, couldn't pay my rent month to month, had to borrow money from people to pay rent, and I was married. And as a result of changing my score, my highest score now is a 776. You guys drop some party hats for that. But I've been able to leverage my credit to build wealth. I am now an investor. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I have great credit. I know how to use credit. And guess what? You can too when you partner with this program. And so I want to share with you what all we offer, because many of you are saying, I want to earn some extra money. I need to earn some extra money. And I can tell you 6 years ago, that is exactly what I was saying. As a struggling social worker whose husband was an Uber driver, we had a newborn baby, and guys, times were hard. We were living check to check, paycheck to paycheck. My husband working all times of day and night. But guys, we were still drowning financially. And as a result, we lost everything. 8 months went by and we had nothing. And so I want you to understand that there are so many changes happening all around you. You can't be blind to it. This is going to be your opportunity to partner with us and become an advocate, a voice for financial freedom. And as such, you give yourself a way to supplement your income, possibly surpass your income. This industry retired me when I was 39 years old. I'll be 44 next month. So I've literally been able to enjoy, being able to create my own schedule. But I wake up every day knowing I'm helping people. Listen, if you're on the line and you want to help people, go help people make a big impact. And guess what? You'll make a big income. So we want to talk about how you can partner with the person that shared this with you as an advocate. Maybe you are a real estate professional. Maybe you are a tax professional. Maybe you're just a single mom wanting to make things happen. Maybe you're a dad who's like, listen, I got 2 jobs, but I don't want 2 jobs. I want to be able to spend some time with my family. I'm not sure where you are in life, but guess what? We have a place for you as an advocate. You're going to get all of the benefits of a member. So that means if you need help with your credit or debt, or you want to learn how to invest, you get all of that, including Note University. You get a business starter kit. You get to work from anywhere. If you have Wi-Fi, you can just plug up your business and go, right? We give you a website already done, training support, mentorship, and more importantly, tax advantages. If all you have is a W-2, you're leaving tons of money on the table. I can tell you that affectionately because I am a tax professional. So if you don't have a business, hear me right here, you could be potentially leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table. Things that you were going to do anyway, like pay your rent or mortgage, your light bill, your water bill, your internet bill, your laptop, those things, travel, buy clothes, apparel, t-shirts, things like that. Those are tax shelter. And if you don't have a home-based business, you can't write those things off as just a W-2. So this business makes sense for just that. You also get a life insurance policy, guys. You enroll one person, meaning you refer one member, the company's going to take care of it. You're not doing paperwork. You're not mailing letters. They're doing all of that for you. Okay. Somebody say done for me. They're doing all of that for you. And once you enroll one person, you have now a free life insurance policy. But even more than that, guys, think about if somebody were to put the opportunity in your lap to become a mortgage loan officer. The average mortgage loan officer in America makes over $80,000 a year. And I'm telling you, with this platform, you're able to bypass the traditional route through a special charter and a special partnership we have with a federally chartered credit union that allows you to train, learn everything you know without having to go get certifications in every state, without having to research every single year, without having to go through MLS and all of those traditional routes. So you can become an MLO here. And here's the thing, as an MLO, guys, you have the ability to earn 1% on every single loan. So if your client purchases a $300,000 house, guess what that means for you? That week, you walk away with a check for $3,000. I want you guys to put dollar signs in the chat. Listen, I'm getting ready to talk about some money in a minute, but I want you to understand that there are several ways of earning income here, but your investment right now through May 21st is only $179. In fact, if you're on the line tonight and you get started, we're going to discount that an additional $15, making it about $164 for you to get started, right? And so for less than $170, you're actually able to start your own business, your own financial service bureau, providing needed services to people and getting paid. And you also have the membership. It's $89, but guess what? You get that free too. How? You refer 5 people. We will help you identify 5 people who are needing to improve their credit, resolve debt, or want to become a homeowner or make some extra money. And then now your services are free. But I'm getting ready to show you guys how from the comfort of your home or anywhere, you can go out here and write your check, right? If you had a choice to write your check big or small, put it in the chat for me. How are you going to write that? You're going to write it big, of course. Who wants a little bitty check? Nobody, especially not when, eggs cost $15 and milk costs $12, right? We want to be able to write big checks. But let me tell you, it takes hard work to do that. This is no assurance of income. Some people make no money at all, but I can tell you, if you leverage the tools that we're providing for you, if you follow the system, lock arms with the mentor, your advocate that's bringing you on board, you will be able to go out there and create a life you don't want to retire from. Listen, it's going to take you being a leader, hard work and dedication, and more importantly, helping people. Put help in the chat. So here's how you earn and expand. Listen, in fact, guys, you actually can earn income up to 12 ways. For the sake of time, we're going to share some of the critical ones that you need to know. Number one, you're going to earn 50% of every membership that you refer, right? You go out there, you share the information, somebody signs up, they're paying $89 a month. You're going to earn 50% of that. So anywhere from $40 all the way up to $80, you're going to earn under each referral. Then you're going to earn residual 15% or more a month. That's $12 to $24. So every customer that you refer, you're going to get paid over and over and over. So you did something one time, right? But you get paid over and over and over. That is the key to building wealth. Then you're also going to be able to get a team bonus, guys. Listen, J. Paul Getty, first documented billionaire, says, I'd rather have 100% of 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of my own. That's called leverage. Write that down, look it up. That is a wealth principle. You guys cannot keep thinking you can do it all yourself and create a massive empire. You've got to build a team around it of like-minded people. We show you how to do that. And then there's an accelerator bonus for going out and helping people fast. But listen, I know you're a leader on the line, right? If you are a leader in any capacity at home, at church, at your job, you train somebody, you're responsible for teaching somebody, drop a 1 in the chat, right? As a leader in this company, they give you a check match bonus. So once you become a director or higher, so let's just say right here, this is an example. As a national director, this young lady goes out, shares the information with her boyfriend, Jeff. Jeff starts building a business. He becomes a director. He made $500 this week. Guess what? She's going to get 40% of whatever he made. She's not taking away from his 500. They're just giving her a bonus, which is equivalent to 40%. So she earned $200. Well, Jeff goes out and shares it with Joe, his best friend, who's a school teacher. Joe makes $1,000. And guess what? This same young lady is going to get a percentage of that, $300, 30%, all the way down now to Mia. Mia's a millennial. She's on TikTok. She's out making money by posting reels. You guys, you're always on social media. You should be monetizing that, okay? So she doesn't know Mia personally, but guess what? She earned 25%. Mia made $1,000. She earned $250. And guys, that's just a few examples, but you could literally have unlimited number of leaders that you've helped build their organization, and you're earning anywhere between 25 to 40% of whatever they make. There's also an accelerator bonus. You go help 3 people, the company's going to give you a bonus of $150. Help 6 people, they give you another $150. Help 10 people, they give you $200. So all in all, guys, your first 10 weeks of business, you help 10 people. That's about 1 person a week. And now you just racked up another $500 in bonus. But again, as a leader, they're going to reward that. If you are the advocate, you're the leader, you sponsor somebody, you show them how to start their own business, guess what happens? Every time they get the 150 bonus, you get 100, right? So they made 500 in bonus, you made 300. Who's mad? Nobody. Everybody's excited because everybody's getting paid, right? Drop some dollar signs in the chat. This right here, guys, is the game changer. The mission is to elevate home ownership. How do you do that? You help people eradicate debt. You help people get rid of their biggest expense. Guys, this company gives out a mortgage allowance that ranges anywhere from $500 all the way up to $1,500. Now, we have some people that have been grandfathered in at $300, but guess what? That's money that goes towards your rent and or mortgage. So if you are like Miss Tina Houchins on the line and you got a VA loan because you served your country for 16 years and your mortgage is $800 and you're getting $500 a month, guess what that means? Only $300 is coming from your pocket. If you're watching and you're like me, Miss Michelle Kofer, 16-year social worker whose mortgage is $1,508 a month, interest rate 2.25, they give me $500. Guys, I'm only coming up with $1,008. I don't know about you, but if you're not seeing that this is a clear path to creating opportunity for your family and your community, I don't know how to paint the picture clearer. $500 up to $1,500. And yes, we have people at every single one of these levels. And then I want you to know that there are 3 ways for you to participate, right? You can make the smart decision to come on board, be a part of helping America. Over 80 million Americans right now are struggling with their finances. The average baby boomer doesn't have $10,000 in saved. Most Americans, according to President Joe Biden, don't even have $600 in their savings account. So what does that say? There is a need for this. People need help. And so as an advocate, you are just the help. You're not fixing their credit. You're not writing their letters. You don't have to get all in their business. You got a whole team that you're leveraging to do that so you can become an advocate. Right now through March 21st, you can do that. It's only $179.90. Again, we're going to throw on a $15 bonus discount for you if you get started today. You can become a member. It's only $149.90. You leverage all of those resources, get the help you need to resolve your credit and debt challenges, get in position to own a home, get in position to invest in real estate and change the trajectory of your life. Or you can say, I just want to share and refer. Now you can do that, but guess what? The person who shared this with you is just going to share and refer to the company and they're going to get paid. But you heard it from me, guys. It's working, it's changing lives. And I want you to hear from a few people that it's working for. A lot of times we always hear from women, but I want to bring this king up real quick because he is a serial entrepreneur. He's an advocate in the company. In fact, a national advocate, meaning he's helped a lot of people nationwide. He's very heavily involved in community. He's a part of Kappa Alpha Psi organization, and as such, is always doing things in the community to change lives. And so I just want to have him up, Mr. Brian Kimbrough. If you could share with everybody like what you are most excited about this platform, this time in our economy, like why you want people to know about this message of debt cleanse.
Oh man, first and foremost, I got to thank you for dropping all that knowledge on, you know, the masses, because this is the things that we're just not educated on. For me, it's a godsend because, you know, where I grew up, home ownership wasn't a big thing. Everybody was renting, you know, and I remember as a kid moving a lot, you know, and I always said, whenever I get a chance, I want to buy me a home just to know how that felt. And I've done that. And, you know, a lot of people that out here want to have home ownership because, like you said, that's where the wealth begins. So it's a pleasure and honor to be able to do that. I call it home ownership in the box because what we offer is all under one roof. So we don't have to go here, there. You're right here, and we're here to protect you and show you how this works, get you there, man. It's an awesome program. I'm glad I'm a part of it. I'm glad that you know our mission is to help 1 million families, and I'm going to contribute to that most definitely.
Well, we are looking forward to it. And, you know, you're not the only person. I grew up in the projects. You know, the dream of home ownership for so many Americans seems so far away. You know, I'm on the other side of the track. I don't make enough money. You know, that's for them. And we want to make this thing real. And so this next person, you guys, as I mentioned earlier, she actually served the country for over 16 years. You know, there's no better sacrifice than to lay down your life for other people. But every day I see her out here advocating for financial change, teaching, you know, sharing this message with political influencers, college kids, church community, anybody that she can share this message of financial freedom with. So Miss Tina Houchins is actually a director in our company, you guys. She's a founding director, has really made her mark here as far as making an impact, just like you can come along and do. And guess what? She didn't start with any experience in finances, just like I did not. And so Miss Tina Houchins, if you would just share a little bit about, you know, how you see this company really, truly transforming communities, why you are excited to be a part of this movement to empower 1 million families to become homeowners.
Thank you so much, Ms. Cofer, for dropping. I'm like, BK, for dropping all those nuggets. But what I want to say is to talk it and teach it, you got to be a part of it, right? I'm a product of the product. I, like millions, did not know about credit, didn't know how to get it started, not how to get myself out of and, you know, help myself. I started with a 580 credit score. But being a product of product, from this platform, I've had 12 deletions off my credit report. My credit score has just went up in the last couple of days, another 20 points. So I'm a product seeing what this company can actually bring to the masses of those who are trying to get home ownership. But the thing about it that makes us so different, what platform do you know that says, hey, we're going to help you clean up your credit? But not only that, we're going to also teach you about investing. Talking about banknotes, I had no idea about that. This company has truly taught me something completely new, brought me into a whole new line of even thinking that I can do whatever I want. Here, I'm getting it all. They're investing so much into not just the clients, but us as advocates. And I will tell you this, it's go further. Go ahead and say, I want to go ahead and be an advocate. Why? Because the feeling that I'm going to get, we started this mortgage loan officer courses, right? And we're giving that out to our clients. To be able to say that I helped my client go from poor credit score to now being the one that can originate their loan to help them get into their house, that is a feeling that no one can take from you. And I'm so excited to be that all for my clients, that I am the one-stop shop. I'm the one that's going to be there from the beginning to the end, to know the struggles that they were going through, that I know I went through myself. But to have this company say, we're going to be the be all to the community and help us get out of this, not being able to buy a home. We're going to get up to 75% in home ownership over the next 5 years. 1 million families, we will get them into home ownership. We're already underserved. It's time for us to get our due diligence. And I am here for it. Thank you, Ms. Cofer. 1 million families, y'all. That's the promise.
That's right. 1 million families. And guess, guys, that's a big undertaking. And that's why we're looking for more like-minded people. You know, you hear Tina talk with passion, and she talk about the feeling that you get. That's called intrinsic value. Knowing that every day you wake up and you're doing something to change somebody's life. That was what I did as a social worker. That's what I do here. That's why I love it, because whether I'm taking a person who never thought that it was possible because their score was trash, where I'm taking them from improving their credit to now giving them the mindset to understand that, hey, there's more. And then I'm carrying them to the closing table. Guys, there's nothing more rewarding. So if you want to do good work, partner with whoever shared this with you. But listen, maybe you're a single mom out there. Maybe you're like, I'm busy. I got a job. I'm not trying to leave my job. Guess what? This next person right here, she's a single mom. She's an entrepreneur. She works a job and she still finds time to make an impact in her community. You know, Yolanda Whitfield is a superstar in my eyes, because I grew up with a single mom making things happen. She's making things happen every single day for her son, who wrestles with autism. So guys, if she can do it and have massive success, why can't you? So I want to bring Ms. Whitfield up to the line just to share, you know, why she foresees this as a huge opportunity, especially for those of you that are in professional spaces already, like taxes or real estate, or maybe you're a notary, or, you know, CPA. Ms. Whitfield, do you mind sharing from a professional standpoint, like you're a tax pro, you see people all the time. Why do you feel like this is a good fit for people to partner as advocates, and why is now a good time for that to happen?
Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. I do apologize, I cannot be on camera. But it's definitely a need right now in the time we living in, and you've seen things changing. You could be let go of your job today or tomorrow. So you have to think about what you're going to do for income. I am a single mom and I do work a part-time job, but me being a tax owner, I see a lot of my clients get their return. And then once they get their return, it's gone by March or April. But then they tell me they want to get, become a homeowner. Now, by having this on board for me with my tax office, I'm able to help my clients with their credit and then position them to be a homeowner. Recently, last year, I helped a client get 27 negative items deleted in the first round. So that was major for me. And I did see this was definitely a game changer, adding it on board. Now being part of being in the mortgage loan officer program and taking my course, I definitely turned my business to a one-stop shop to help their client or just the individual that's ready to become a homeowner. And I could definitely say this is a game changer, and I really appreciate adding it onto my tax office. And once again, I'm a part of the service too. I had a repossession deleted off my credit report. So I know definitely if it works for me, it works for my clients. It's definitely a good thing to have on board with my tax office.
Wow. So that's so powerful. Thank you so much, Ms. Whitfield, for sharing that. Listen, guys, our time is far spent, but this is what I want to give you as a call to action. Don't think about where you are, because see, you might have it all together. You might say, I got great credit. I got my retirement fund. I'm good. Think about your family members. Think about the people you go to church and worship with. Think about the communities around you. Maybe your kids are good. My daughter is good. My daughter is secure. Hear me? I've learned enough from being around wealth builders. She is straight. But what about her friends? What about my cousins? What about the people that I'm preaching to? I don't do this work, guys, for just my family. I do it for families. And you heard Ms. Houchins and Mr. Kimbrough say that we're going to help 1 million families. And here's our charge to you. Get back with the person that shared this with you. Listen, it's $169. You don't even have to think about that. To own your own business, to have a whole team of professionals standing behind you. You got access to the bank. You got access to people who built $1 million empires in real estate, teaching you these things. What do you have to think about? Like, you make the investment and you see a return on your investment very quickly. You leverage the platform, you lock arms with the person that shared it with you, and they're going to show you how to get a return. Guys, we're not asking you to come up with $16,000 to start a store, right? We're $169. Now that offer is good through the 21st. So if you're watching this and it's before the 21st, you need to get started. If it's after the 21st and you just happen to come across this, guess what? The price is up. It's almost $300 now. Okay. So if you want to take advantage of the offer, take advantage of the offer now. Today's price is not tomorrow's price. Why do I know that? Because I live in America and we see it every day. What you were paying for cheese, milk, and eggs just 3 months ago is now way higher. So guys, if you're going to outpace inflation, you got to be able to create more income for yourself and your family. This is the way to do it and be able to rest at night, sleep good, knowing that you are making a difference. Listen, on our way out the door, hashtag 1 million. Guys, we resolve to help 1 million families over the next 5 years. We need you to help us with that. Listen, if you got a heart, you got passion, you want to see change, get back with the person and partner and say, hey, send me the application. I'm ready to go ahead and become an advocate. I want to launch my business today. We'll see you guys at the top. Thank you so much for joining us as we lunch and earn, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Take care.